Dobra. Welcome everyone. My name is Kevin Reddy, and today we're going to talk about emerging innovation in blockchain and crypto. Before I proceed, I want to do a quick poll. How many of you here are investors? Raise your hand. And how many of you are planning on or already founded ventures in blockchain and crypto area? Any founders here? Okay. So, by the way, this session is in English, so hopefully it's clear enough, and somebody will translate in a video or something. So, just a little bit about me. I'm based in LA and Miami, and I spend time around the world all through the year, mostly Tulum, Ibiza, and Bali, but also in summers, mostly in Europe, European startup hubs. And last couple of years, basically spending more time, 2-3 years, I've been spending more time in Central and Eastern Europe. So Prague and basically Sofia and Kiev. So I'm actually plugged into various ecosystems, both on the VC side, angel side, and also venture ecosystems, especially focusing on emerging technologies. So FusionX.Capital, basically we invest, we do venture catalyst services and also capital advisory, especially for venture investing. So jumping in, today basically we're going to cover 3 major areas: enterprise blockchain, NFT, and DeFi areas. So these are some of the words are a little bit more complicated, so I'll try to explain a little bit. We have 15 minutes. So you can always, basically Google, go to our friend Dr. Google and ask him and see a little more about these areas. But these are the areas we are looking to invest, and a lot of innovation is emerging here. So first one we want to talk about is IoT and blockchain-enabled cross-border supply chain optimization, meaning supply chains that are going cross-border with IoTs and blockchain, basically connected planning with the sensors. So with what blockchain does in this area is transparency, credibility, and trust, and traceability and accountability into the overall ecosystem, which is a lot more, actually becoming more and more priority because of the pandemic and all the failure of all the current supply chains. And then there's a hybrid chain, the enterprise data management. There's enterprise data management has been very fragmented so far, and blockchain provides them a way to bring all the data together into one distributed ledger, basically. So in those areas, unified master data management, this is more for financial services. Having currently there are a lot of fragmented databases, and with the blockchain, you have this unified MDM kind of ledgers where anybody can access, with the permission, of course, with a lot of security and the traceability as well. And there's instant data compliance and verified audit trails. What that means is previously you had to go through multiple steps in the process to get the data compliance and also access multiple databases. With here, because you have everything in one blockchain, you have instant data compliance with the smart contracts. And multi-source data provenance replayability, again, it's data provenance is one of the advantages of using blockchain. So multi-source coming together, unifying that multiple data sources into one unified data pool provides this data provenance replayability, which is huge for a lot of enterprise applications. So private and permission and hybrid chain-based enterprise DApps, the decentralized apps, and ZK proof apps as well. ZK means basically zero knowledge proof. That's right now there are multiple enterprises in order to or multiple entities when they're exchanging information. They have to give most of the personal information in order to exchange the data about you. With this, they don't need to identify you personally, but with a unique signature, they can actually exchange information and serve you better. And then other one is basically explainable AI based on the trusted machine learning. So the trusted machine learning, meaning the trusted data, the data pools that are for training sets for machine learning, and that's really crucial for explainable AI, which is also a new area for AI. And blockchain middleware abstraction layers with custom integration brokers. What that means is there are a lot of middleware integration layers right now, but they don't talk to each other very well, so they need custom integration brokers for the data brokers, the information brokers, and also some of the smart contract oracles in the play. And there are a lot of digital transformations happening at the moment in enterprise world that are looking into blockchain cloud native digital transformation so that they can keep all the data in cloud and blockchain clouds especially. The next one is non-fungible tokens. Now it's pretty much the hype. Everybody's, previously there was DeFi, and now people are seeing this as the hottest thing in crypto world because of all the economics around it. So within NFTs, there's different types of innovation happening. The typical NFTs that are ERC-721 by Ethereum, and then there's hybrid NFTs and semi-fungible tokens, which is a combination of fungible and non-fungible tokens that is actually innovated by a company called Engine. It's called ERC-1155 protocol. And the next one is hyperscalable NFTs, multi-asset NFTs without any limit is done by a company called Cargo. This actually opens up a whole new area of innovation in terms of what type of use cases you can actually use NFTs for. And then AR, 3D, hologram NFTs. As we're going into more and more into immersive experiences because of the pandemic, everybody's looking into virtual experiences and virtual collaboration. So there's a lot of innovation that's been happening for a while in virtual reality, augmented reality, and hologram and 3D space. Now it's actually becoming more, coming into the field and making it more usable. And NFTs actually, those assets can be stored as an NFT as well. And there's a whole economics around it and the experience around it as well. And the fractional NFTs, basically, it's NFTs provide ability to monetize. So if you, for example, if you have an art piece and you don't want to sell the art piece just to create liquidity or make money, you can sell 10% of the art piece and still keep your art, and then sell the 10% of the art into as a fractional NFT and create some liquidity for you or for the ecosystem. Or use actually these NFTs as assets and create DeFi derivatives, meaning lending based on or taking loans based on your current NFT digital assets. All those things are actually coming through. And then cross-chain NFTs. Right now, NFTs are built basically, folks, most of the NFT marketplaces are built on Ethereum. But Ethereum is, as most of you guys know here, is high gas fees and a huge carbon footprint. So basically there are some new innovation coming through, Dapper Labs Flow or Wax and a few other, even Distributed Lab coming up with their own solution with the permission blockchains and everything like that. So there's a lot of innovation happening so that NFTs can go across chains. So if you create an NFT in one chain, let's say an OpenSea, and then it can be used and transferred into some other marketplace based on some other blockchain, which is not Ethereum. And then metaverse native NFTs. I don't know if how many people see metaverse, but it is going to be in your future. So metaverse is basically a virtual environment and space where you can come together and pretty much experience a lot of things that you experience in the physical reality without any physical boundaries. So right now, I'm involved in a project. I'm a chairman at one of the startups where we're using NFTs that are native to the blockchain that is supporting the metaverse as well. So there's basically, that's going to create a lot of economics, interesting economics and attractive economics within metaverse ecosystems. And the social and community NFTs. So if you, basically there are a lot of influencers out there these days, but they are monetizing through, Instagram or Facebook and other social media platforms. The social and community NFTs provide that ability for them to use their own persona and also their community to create value in their digital avatar or their brand, personal brand. So this way they don't need third-party platforms like Facebooks or Insta or TikToks. So all these things that I'm sharing so that some of you will be inspired and look into these, whatever makes you excited, and launch a new startup using one of those things. And the next one is DeFi, and most of the folks probably already heard about this. It was pretty hot in the field for last year and before. So pure crypto digital asset banks, one in Wyoming we already have established with one of my friends, Kate Long, and there's other ones coming up. They serve purely all crypto and digital asset financial products. And then yield farming, liquidity mining, and staking. I think most of the people know this. These are and centralized DeFi. So centralized DeFi is a concept where centralized but decentralized finance. So there are enterprises who want to, like JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, they want to offer these DeFi services or DeFi products, but they want to do it in a semi-centralized way so that they have control on a few elements. That's actually picking up in enterprise world. And open decentralized lending and borrowing. So basically, lending and borrowing is one of the DeFi, popular DeFi product. Flash loans, where you can actually give loans or get loans in a moment, and you can actually earn interest on that specific. You don't need to be. It could be even just few minutes, and the person can be using that capital to trade or package into other derivative asset. This is all financial products. And then decentralized insurance, again, insurance with crowdsourced insurance with the micro lending insurances. If you understand the insurance ecosystem, then decentralized insurance is a good place to focus. And multi-asset pegged stable coins. Right now, stable coins basically are pegged to gold or fiat or like USD or anything like that. But multi-asset basically distribute the risk. So it could be gold and silver and almost like ETF backed stable coins. And the sovereign CBDC, basically a lot of folks like China and Turkey and a lot of other folks looking into central bank digital currencies. Even US Fed is looking into that. So there will be digital currencies. They're not decentralized crypto, but they are digital currencies that will be, so you don't need to use paper money, and it'll provide some other advantages. And synthetic asset insurance, again, this is around derivatives. If you understand financial instruments well, synthetic asset insurance is actually a very strong feature. And decentralized and crypto native derivatives. So again, this is comes down to the mining and hashing, like hash power swaps or electricity futures. These are the derivatives based on the mining operations or hashing mechanisms. And then in arbitrage between the DEXs and the centralized exchanges and centralized DEXs, there's arbitrage play, which is, again, there's something that's been done in a way, but it's not really now becoming more popular. And here there's some of the trends. I don't want to go through all of them, but at the peak right now we have, everybody knows the latest solutions like Polymatic, Polygonmatic, and a few other ones, and some side chains and channels, and the blockchain asset tokenization, interoperabilities, and consensus mechanisms, smart contract, digital IDs. All these things are being already, there's a lot of saturation in terms of ventures and investments. So on the left-hand side, those are the areas you want to focus and see where you want to start a new venture or look for investments. And basically, I want to leave you guys with the call to action. There are a lot of ventures that are coming through, and some of them are greed-driven, like any other new space. So I want you to basically build or invest your time or your capital in meaningful, purpose-driven, transparent, eco-friendly ventures. At least try to incorporate some of the elements into that so that as a community, as an ecosystem, we are more credible, we are more trusted, and actually delivering true value to the humanity at the planetary level. And then when you invest, there are a lot of folks who are looking to, previously with ICOs and also nowadays with the IDOs and IEOs with the launchpads, just with the website and the deck, they're raising 50 million, 100 million without any follow through. That's actually kind of doing disservice to regular mainstream folks who want to come into, I'm talking about the investors who want to come into this world and invest. They are actually kind of discouraged because of all these kind of fluffy companies who are not really doing anything, but they raise capital, and some of them are disappearing as well. So that's why we need to make sure that the founders and the founding teams, they're actually reliable and they have some track record and proven experience, and they're just basically good people. And basically symbiotic, harmonious global society. I think that's what blockchain, is exciting for me is blockchain or any emerging technology. We can create a better society and a better world leveraging technology, right? So how do we do that? Democratizing access to freedom, wealth, and dignity, especially in countries where the governments are not providing enough opportunities or the system is failing the citizens. The citizens will rise up and leveraging these technologies. And by the way, Ukraine is #1 on-chain activity on blockchain. So that shows that there's a lot of interest from Ukraine in terms of participating in the blockchain economy, crypto economy, right? So, and also enabling net zero UN strategic development goals and environmental social governance goals, basically making it more eco-friendly venture, and fostering overall planetary well-being. Just, I would leave you guys with that. And I think we're ready for the questions, I guess, yeah.